friends. Welcome to the Monday Night Playalong Bluegrass Jam, February 23rd, 2026. Time is flying by and riding that wave as best I can. Hope you all are doing well, having a good week so far. I'm going to double check on the live streams and then we'll get started with a good old song called I Wouldn't Change You If I Could. A very sweet song. And one we haven't done in a long time, so I figured we'd get started with that. It's a nice slow song. It's a naturally slow song. Oftentimes in the slow tempo jam, I am slowing songs down, right? But it's nice when there are actually the songs that are naturally at a slow tempo and appropriate for this section of the evening. So this is progressive. We go through slow tempo set here, and then we have a mid-tempo set following, and then the fast jam later on tonight. So we're bracing ourselves for a marathon, and you all can come and go as you please, but I am strapped to this chair, and that's the way it's going to be. Okay, it looks like we're live on Facebook. It's a nice slow song. Okay, wonderful. James Taylor is already here. That's good for you, JT, to be here for the slow jam. I endorse that. Okay, I'm going to just pull this up a wee bit. Adjust ever so slightly. Okay, so if this is your first time joining us, the way it works is that I'm just here to kind of give you a quick coaching of how the song goes, the same way I would at a jam session. This isn't meant to be a lesson on the song, but in this style of music, we learn by ear. So these are very simple melodies, and most of the patterns from one song to the next are very similar. So it's common practice in this genre to play songs you might not have played before, or songs that you might not know, and you just kind of pick them up as you go. So that's what this is. It's a jam. And I use the number system because we are different tunings, different capo positions sometimes, different instruments. So 1s, 4s, 5s, and I'll specify otherwise if it's a different chord than your standard primary chords. And let's get started. So this song, I Wouldn't Change You If I Could. Here's the tempo. So this click track is going to be going in the background. And I forgot one thing, so bear with me for a moment. I'll be right back. I forgot to turn the heater off, and it's kind of noisy, so there you go. You'll hear that hum go away here in a moment. Okay, key of G, a 1 and a 1 and a 5, 5, back to 1, 1 and 5 and a 5, 5 and a 5, back to 1. The chorus goes to the 4, 4 and 4 and 1, back to 4, 4, 1 and a 5, then back to the A part. Do, 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 do. 5 and a 5. Do, 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 do. So it's a very pretty melody. So before I demonstrate sort of my kickoff, decorated version of the kickoff, I'm just going to play the melody straight for you. It's something like might kick it off like... Okay, so now it's your turn to kick off the song. So you will play an instrumental introduction here, i.e. kickoff, and then we'll sing it. I'll sing a verse, hope you're singing along on the choruses, and you'll have an opportunity to take a solo, and I will as well. And I usually take the first one, and then I pass it to you for the next one. All right, here we go. I wouldn't change you if I could. In the key of G, you're kicking off. A 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. First verse. I wouldn't change a single thing about you if I could. The way you are just suits me to a T. A princess in a storybook, a queen upon a throne. That's what you are, and you belong to me. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven. You're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. I got it. Your eyes, your lips, your tender smile, I'd leave them as they are. And come what may, I would not change a thing. And if I were a potter and you a piece of clay, the only thing I'd change would be your name. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven. You're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. Play. Here comes the chorus. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven. You're everything that's good. Okay. That was kind of ambitious for a first song for me vocally. But it felt pretty good. I just want to pick my tunes, drink my tea. Don't worry about me. Okay, we got Pain in My Heart. Good old song from Bobby Osborne. Osborne Brothers. He wrote this when he was 18 years old, and it was recorded by Lester and Earl back in 1948, 49, something like that. Up the tempo just a wee bit here. Pain in My Heart, good old song. One and a one, one and a five, five and a five, back to one, one, one and a five, 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 one. I got the other song in my head. When I first met you right from the start, knew that I loved you, man. I see that it's true. Tell me you love me and don't make me blue. 1 5 1 and 5. And then it's the same chord progression. 4 and a 4 and 1 and a 1. 4 and a 4. 1 and a 5. 1 and a 1. 1 and a 5. 5 and a 5. 5 and a 1. Okay, so the melody's different. I'm usually pretty keen on this, like doing songs that are real similar to each other. It's like the same chord progression, but twice as long on the chords. Anyway, I'm overanalyzing. Don't think about that. Just think about this song, Pain in My Heart. And when we're singing it, we hold that space between the phrases. But when we're picking it, we don't. So in other words, sing it long, play it short. That's a bluegrass sort of description of this type of approach. So my kickoff will go 1, 2, 3. Have a kickoff for this. It's been so long since I played this song, but that's the melody. That's what you would do, something based on that. Here you go, Pain in My Heart. You're gonna kick it off in the key of G, and that's it. We're just gonna pick over that the A part, the verse part. Here you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. First verse. Now when I first met you right from the start, you know that I love you from the pain in my heart. So look in my eyes and see that it's true, and say that you love me. Don't make me blue. With pain in my heart and blues on my you will be mine. There's pain in your heart and blues on your mind. Now say that you love me and don't say goodbye. You know that I love you, for you I would die. With pain in my heart and blues on my mind, I'll always love you, but can you be mine? Can you be mine with another man's name? You know that I love you and I'm not to blame. Play. To the chorus. With pain in my heart and blues on my mind, I'll always love you, but can you be mine? Can you be mine with another man's name? You know that I love you and I'm not to blame. I'm not to blame. That's a common thing. These stories of attachment, you know. We sing these songs and we love them. And sometimes the emotional content can be just absolutely pathetic. But, you know, that's what lonesome is all about, right? Okay. Moving right along, I think we are on John Hardy. So make sure you leave a comment. Let us know if you're into that. You know, if you want to check in with the gang here, let us know where you are, what you are playing, what instrument, how you doing, anything else you'd like to share with the group. And I'll check in with you after a couple numbers here. So this is John Hardy. This will be an instrumental in the key of G. Most of you probably know this song, and it's often treated as an instrumental, and I like to treat it that way. I mean, I sing it sometimes, but we're going to pick it tonight. So, key of G, and it starts on the 4 chord. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, and 1, and 1, 4, and 4, and a 1, 4, and 4, and 1, and 1, 5, 5, and 5, 5, and 5, and a 1, and it all starts over. So we're going to play it twice through each time, 2 choruses. So I'll play 2 choruses through, and then you'll play 2 choruses through, then I'll do that again, and then you'll do that again, and that's it. So 2 rounds each of a double chorus. And I'm going to kick us off on John Hardy in the key of G. Here we go. Nice. So you knew the ending was coming, but I don't know if you caught my cue. This is my kind of way of trying to cue the ending. If I kicked out my foot, you would not see it. Fun. All right. Love that tune. And where are we here? Cold Rain and Snow. That's right. Key of D. This is a number that I do teach on my flat picking academy. Same with John Hardy. John Hardy is actually going to be added to Flat Picking Academy soon. I included it in a True Fire lesson series on bluegrass guitar kickoffs. And most of those songs, migrated over to my Artist Works course as well. And so that one's going to be in the curriculum pretty soon. But anyway, this one is there. This one's been there since the beginning. Key of D. And I'm going to go ahead and back this down. Just let's make this really kind of like moody and mournful. Now you'd hear Del McCoury or Bill Monroe like sing it in G or even A, I think. That high, slightly falsetto kind of voice. This is my key. When I'm playing with Picking on the Dead, we do it in E, like the Grateful Dead, but anyway. It's nice in D, and that's where we're going to do it, and it goes 1, 7, 1, 1, 7, 1. That 7 is a C chord. Run me out in the cold rain and snow. That's all there is to it. My kickoff would go. So I teach this song as something that you can use D position for, and I also introduce the concept of using a major scale with a flatted seventh, otherwise known as the Mixolydian mode. This song is truly Mixolydian. It doesn't have a 5 chord, it doesn't have a leading tone in it. It only has that flatted 7 the whole time. So you can wander. You can do all your sort of kind of jammy licks. So what we might do is, I'll I'll give you a couple rounds of a break. We're going to keep it verse chorus, just straight form, and you'll kick it off that way, just as I demonstrated. And let's do it. Cold Rain and Snow, key of D. Here you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Trouble all my life, run me out in the cold rain and snow, rain and snow, oh Lord, run me out in the cold rain and snow. I got it. She went up to her room where she sang a faithful tune. I'm going where those chilly winds don't blow. Winds don't blow, oh Lord. And I'm going where those chilly winds don't blow. Play. She's coming down the stairs, combing back her yellow hair, and her cheeks were as red as a rose, as a rose, oh Lord, and her cheeks were as red as a rose. I'll play it, then you follow me. Try to get along with you, and I ain't gonna be treated this away, this away, oh Lord, and I ain't gonna be treated this away, no, I ain't gonna be treated this away. Winter Wondergrass is this weekend. Maybe that's why I was thinking of that song. We're going to be out there in the snow. Hopefully we're going to get some snow here in Colorado. We need it. We need a lot of it. Who's out there? Oh, I forgot about my one little bit of housekeeping here. I'm just posting these because it's in the description, but sometimes folks don't see it. So I'm just going to put it in the comments. I do not do this for money, but I do appreciate donations, those of you who can afford it, because this is not an easy business to make a living. So there it is on YouTube. Here it is on Facebook. Thank you everyone who can donate. You know who you are. I'm very grateful for you. All right, over here on Facebook, James Taylor, JT, you are here. Picking all 3 tempos, working on that phrasing, those little details, right? Jim Kelly, fun fact, taking banjo lessons with Tony Trischka today. Tony Trischka, the day that Don Reno died. Oh my gosh. Don Reno was great, wrote so many good songs, showed many people how to play that banjo and that guitar. He was the original flat picker in bluegrass music. Mark D. Hudson, nice to see you. Terry Weller Godwin in Carolina, hope you're picking along on that mandolin, Terry. Dave Holcamp is picking the banjo tonight, very cool. Down in New Mexico. And Rachel says, hi, Terry, please tell your daughter hi for me. Tori Hauser, hello, Tori. On the same guitar, Collings D2H, huh? Broken wrists, oh boy. Hope that recovery is smooth for you there, Tori. See you out in, you say you'll see, oh, have fun in the boat. I'll see you next time we're in Frisco, right? Or Breckenridge. Colin Burns, picking along in a rainy North Yorkshire. Thank you for being here, Colin. Up late with us in the UK, as usual. Paul Filanovich in Alton, Illinois. Been a while. Thanks for being here, Paul. Dwight Hall is picking guitar and mandolin. All right. Thanks, everybody. Over here on YouTube land, we got lots of folks. I might not know your names, but I can see your handles. Dan Smith in Jacksonville. Thank you for specifying your name. It's in your handle anyway. Dan Smith, Jacksonville, Florida, picking your new Martin D35. Cool. Bob Thomas, strumming the Eastman guitar in Northern Virginia. Thanks for being here, Bob. Jesse Pals, great to be here. Thank you, Jesse. Uncle Johnny in Knoxville, Maryland, picking on your old Martin 017. All right. Wayne is picking the bass in the very snowy north of Boston. Hope you're staying warm out there. Ava York is in Arcata, playing the stand-up bass. Okay. And the guitar. Ava and I work together on Artist Works, and she's made lots of progress on that guitar and on her bluegrass sensibilities overall. Dickie Derry, filling the house with lots of stuff. Yeah, I got a couple new pieces. I bought these down in Baja when I was there. These nice little pieces, and my cousin Brandon painted the rabbit. My ex-brother-in-law Kevin painted that painting of me from long ago, and my cousin Michelle took the photo of the kestrel there. She's a ranger in Cuyamaca Rancho State Park in Southern California. Russell Moore, hello Russell Moore. P. Lowell's digging the live streams, cool. Yes, I keep the click on the 2 and the 4. You could call it that. I call it the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's how I count. But yeah, that's how I like to do it. But don't play the bass on the 2 and the 4. The thing is, that makes you responsible for the beats, but it also just makes it more fun. It gives it more of a swing and helps you keep that feel of the bluegrass because it's like a mandolin chop. So yes, I practice that way. Blake Addison, hello Blake. Finally got a chance to join here again. Lithia Springs, Georgia. Yeah, Blake, it's been a while. Resophonic guitar, very cool. Picking on the dobro. All right, Blake, thanks for being back. He's a metronome on the 2. Carry 2 3/8 Allen wrenches to the jams. And sometimes use them as the metronome on the 2. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean there, Flight Time 1972. Anyway, cool. I carry Allen wrenches just to adjust the guitar if necessary. Carl Malley picking on the D28 in Cedar Rapids. Hello, Carl. Tennessee, Derek Hill picking an Ibanez mandolin. I didn't know Ibanez made mandolins. Cool. And a big Scoptacy says, yo. Steve in Chesterfield, Missouri. Irish Steve. Fly-by RV. Steve also works with me on Artist Works, and he's doing great. Russ is strumming along in Littleton, Colorado, right down the road. Forward roll on your D18 in Kansas. Stephen Ashby. Stephen Ashby. Steve in Pittsburgh picking the upright bass, playing the upright bass. James O'Connor playing the mandolin in Chicago. Excellent. Thank you all for being here. We had a big night on Saturday, sold out. We had a Pickin' on the Dead show down at Cervantes in Denver, sold out. We had Bridget Law playing fiddle with us. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. So that was a big time for us. And of course, this weekend we got Winter Wondergrass Festival, so we're going to be rolling in there with a Pickin' on the Dead. We got double drums. We got Rob Eaton playing the bobby guitar and singing. Rob from Dark Star Orchestra. He's the #1 Bob Weir guy. Dark Star Orchestra has been sort of the #1 Grateful Dead cover band for many years. And you know, I love playing original music. I also really love playing the Dead songs. They're really, really fun. They're made for jamming, just like these songs. You know, maybe in a little bit freer of a form. But, you know, the more popular we get with this Pickin' on the Dead band, the more people are going to know about my original music. So I feel okay about being, you know, in essentially a cover band, as it were. But, you know, the pride of an artist makes them want to do originals, or at least something that hasn't been done many times. But we get a lot of calls for Pickin' on the Dead, and like I said, I'm a working musician. I need to make a living. And we've been able to do it with such a wonderful style and like excellent vocals between the three of us singers in the band. And it is just an awful lot of fun. So we'll be at Winter Wondergrass all weekend with Pickin' on the Dead. I might be doing some other sit-ins with other bands as well. And then lots of music camps this summer I wanted to tell you about. And of course, Artist Works Flat Picking Academy. Those are all my offerings. If you're going to sign up for Artist Works, please do so from my link on my website. Go to tylergrant.com. And you'll see all those music camps on my tour dates as well. Okay, No Depression in Heaven. Carter Family song. In the key of D. A 1 and a 1 and a 4 back to 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 back to 1. It's the whole song. So I'll find a click track and I will set us up here. I'll show you how I would kick this off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Here you go. Kick us off. Send us down the road here with No Depression in Heaven. Key of D. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. For fear the hearts of men are failing, for these are latter days we know. The Great Depression now is spreading. God's words declared it would be so. I'm going where there's no depression, to the lovely land that's free from care. I'll leave this world of toil and trouble. My home's in heaven, I'm going there. I got it. In that bright land there'll be no hunger, no orphan children crying for bread, no weeping widows and no struggle, no shrouds, no coffins and no death. I'm going where there's no depression, to the lovely land that's free from care. I'll leave this world of toil and trouble. My home's in heaven, I'm going there. Play. With this dark hour of midnight near, tribulation time will come. The storm will hurl the midnight fear and sweep lost millions to their doom. I'm going where there's no depression, to a lovely land that's free from care. I'll leave this world of toil and trouble. My home's in heaven, I'm going there. I used to do that one in E. And then for the purposes of this, since my voice kind of takes a beating through the night, I keyed it down. And I realized E flat would be my key, but I didn't want to put you through that here on the slow jam. I know there's mandolin and fiddle players, and you don't want to play in the flat keys. We got a B flat number coming up. I have to give you something, but E flat is easy for guitarists. It's capo 3, and I do a lot of stuff capo 3. But anyway, there it is, key of D, fun, good number. St. Anne's Reel in D. Now I'm already set up here for my capo 2. I usually don't play this one out of C position, but I'm going to, just to not have to move the capo. So key of D, St. Anne's Reel, instrumental, French-Canadian fiddle 2. 1 and a 1 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1 and 1, 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 1, 4 and a 5 and a 1. That's the A part, happens twice. The B part, 1, 2 minor, that would be an E minor, concert key, but if your capo 2 would be a D minor shape. So there you go, 1, 2 minor, 5, 1. And this is a 6 minor, which would be a B minor concert, but an A minor if you're capoed like me. 6 minor, 2 minor, 5 and a 1. So one more time through the B part. 1, 2 minor, 5, 1, 6 minor, 2 minor, 5, 1. AABB will go twice through the form as we do in the slow jam because the tempos are slow and we don't have time to go 3 times through. Here we go, St. Anne's Reel. I'm going to kick it off. Meet you, meet you. You tag it at the end, okay? Here we go. Beautiful. That's one of those tunes that kind of works at a slow tempo. It has a stately kind of almost classical sort of feel to it. So that's a nice one to adapt to the slower tempo. Now keep working on that. Try to get it up to around 100. That's your goal. All right, this little out of mind, key of A, universal song, of just kind of what it's all about. We're going to increase the tempo significantly on this one because we got to get ready for the mid-tempo jam. We're still in a slow tempo, but clearly it's going a little quicker than we were. Now you can play a very simple melody here. I would go. Those of you who study with me on Artist Works, and many of you Playalong Jam participants in general, will notice that is up until the last couple measures is the exact same melody as Worried Man Blues. So it's nice to understand those similarities because your little set of decorations on melodies like that can be the same. I started doing that. I'm like, oh, I'm playing my Worried Man Blues kickoff here, and it's the exact same melody notes. Therefore, all the self-accompaniment stuff lines right up. Anyhow, here you go. Kick us off on This Little Light of Mine in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's sing the chorus. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. All in my house, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Sing the chorus. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. I got it. Out in This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Let's take it around again. Me, then you. Sing it again. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. So good. Great Ralph Stanley version of that. I've heard Laurie Lewis do that in a bluegrass style. Just a good song. You can make up lots of verses. There's a few verses I was tempted to make up, but I didn't. All right, Please Come Back, Little Pal, in the key of B flat. All right, so I wanted to give you one flat key. I'm trying to take it easy on you, slow tempo pickers, but you gotta get used to playing in B flat. You gotta get used to playing in E and in F and all the keys. This is a song that comes from, I think Roy Acuff might have done one of the early versions. I learned it from Keith Little, and he got it from Vern Williams, I'm pretty sure, because I heard Del Williams do this before. So I'm assuming this comes from sort of that Northern California school where Keith, you know, used to play banjo and sing harmonies with Vern Williams, who was the patriarch of the traditional bluegrass scene in California. If you have not heard Vern Williams, listen to Vern Williams. Bluegrass in the Gold Country is an album that's well known, but there's other things. And Vern and Ray was the original duo back in the 60s, Vern Williams and Ray Parks. Let's see. Let's keep the same tempo. This one's all just 1 and 5. 1 and 1 and a 5. 5, 5 and 1. 1 and 1 and 4. Sorry, there is a 4. And 1 and 5 and 1. Okay. A 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. So my kickoff might go 1, 2, 3. Okay, kick us off on Please Come Back, Little Pal, key of B flat. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We walked, we talked in the moonlight. when you said to me you still love me and that you would always be my own. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay, for my heart has withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. I got it. I'm lonesome tonight, little pal. I'm sad, I'm alone, and I'm blue. There's an empty aching in my heart, and no one can fill it but you. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay, for my heart has withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. Play. Woo! Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay, for my heart has withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. That one's for you, Keith Little. Legend. Learned a lot from that guy. Okay, thanks everybody. Here live at the Northwest Longmont Center for Flat Picking Arts and Studies. I'm Tyler Grant, your host, and I'm going to sign off now and tell you once again, appreciate the donations. I just appreciate you being here. Appreciate you just supporting music, supporting live music, supporting the arts and arts education. So thank you all. Just keep paying it forward, and I'll see you in 7 minutes for the mid-tempo jam. So come on back. It's going to be a new video. This video is going to end. The live stream will end. Just come back to the same page at 1/4 till and, refresh it until you